The contractions ripped through Arya Collins like lightning splitting an ancient oak, forcing her to her knees in the muddy center of Moonfall Pack's territorial circle. Rain hammered down, mixing with blood trickling from ceremonial cuts on her palms, marks of a mate bond being forcibly severed. "Please," she gasped, one hand clutching her swollen belly while the other scraped against soaked earth for balance. "The baby. Marcus, please. The baby is coming. That thing you carry is no child of mine." Marcus Thorne's voice cut through the storm like a blade, his alpha dominance pressing down until she thought her spine might snap. The pack circled them, 60 wolves strong, their eyes glowing amber in darkness. Not one moved to help. Another contraction seized her. Through the haze of pain, she saw Marcus's mate, his true mate, the one he'd hidden for months, step forward with a satisfied smile. Elena Winters, her former best friend, who'd held Arya's hand through mourning, sickness, planned the nursery, sworn to be the baby's godmother. "Did you really think he'd choose you?" Elena's perfectly manicured hand rested on Marcus's arm. "A wolfless Omega who can't even shift? Carrying a pup that reeks of ancient magic? The pack seers have spoken, Arya. That child will bring destruction." "Liar," Arya snarled, finding strength in rage even as her body betrayed her. "You know that's not what they said." Marcus backhanded her. The force sent her sprawling. Copper filled her mouth. "The seers spoke of power," Marcus said, crouching beside her. "Power that could destroy us all. Or—" he grabbed her chin, forcing her to meet his eyes. "Power that could be harvested, if separated from its weak vessel." The implication hit harder than his hand had. "You want to take my baby?" "After it's born, yes. Elena will raise it as her own. A proper Luna's influence might contain what you've cursed it with." He released her with disgust. "But you'll never see another?" Full moon. Thunder cracked overhead, bringing another violent contraction. Through the roar in her ears, she heard Marcus speaking to his beta. "Take her to the Bleeding Stones, right at the border of Nightshade Pack territory. Let their patrol find her corpse. If they think we've murdered a pregnant Omega on their land, it'll start the war I need." "Alpha," the beta hesitated. "She's in labor. The pup. Will die with her or be born in blood. Either way serves my purpose." Marcus turned away, pulling Elena against him. "The storm will wash away our scent. Move her now." Rough hands grabbed Arya's arms, dragging her through mud. They hauled her through the darkening forest to the Bleeding Stones, ancient granite monuments marking where territories met. They dumped her at the base of the largest stone, its surface rust-red from centuries of territorial battles. "Should have chosen a normal wolf, Omega," the beta spat before vanishing into the storm. Arya curled around her belly, sobbing as rain and pain consumed her. The baby was coming. She could feel the overwhelming pressure, the need to push despite having no help, no shelter, no hope. A growl cut through the storm, not from ahead, but surrounding her. Massive wolves emerged from shadows, their dark fur almost invisible except for glowing silver eyes. Nightshade Pack. The enemy. "Please," she whispered, too exhausted for proper fear. "My baby. Please don't hurt my baby." The largest wolf stepped forward. Even through pain-hazed vision, she could see this was no ordinary wolf twice the size of others, with fur so black it absorbed light, and those eyes like moonlight on water. The wolf shifted, transformation so smooth it stole her breath. Where the beast had stood now knelt a man, tall and powerfully built, with dark hair plastered by rain. Scars decorated his chest, but his reaching hands were gentle. "Luna," he breathed, and the word seemed to shake the very air. Arya's consciousness wavered. That word shouldn't affect her. She wasn't anyone's Luna, but something primal and ancient recognized him. "No," she gasped, trying to crawl backward. You're Liam Ward, the Nightshade Alpha. You're the enemy." "Not yours," he said, voice deep as thunder but soft as summer rain. "Never yours." Another contraction hit. Liam moved instantly, catching her as she convulsed. "The baby," she sobbed against his chest. "Please, something's wrong, it's too early." His arms tightened, and she felt alpha power roll off him in waves, but instead of crushing like Marcus's had, this felt like protection itself. Look at me, he commanded gently. Their eyes met, and she gasped. His pupils were dilated, silver irises now thin rings around black, the look of a wolf recognizing its fated one. How? She whispered. Questions later, he said, thumb stroking her cheek with tenderness that made her chest ache. Living comes first. He looked up at his wolves. Signal Dr. Bennett. Tell her, we have an Omega in emergency labor. His gaze returned to Arya, something possessive flickering in those silver depths. Tell her I've found our Luna. You don't even know me, she protested weakly as he lifted her. I've known you my whole life, he replied with such certainty she almost believed him. I've been waiting. Lightning illuminated his face as darkness crept into her vision, and what she saw there, fierce protection, desperate concern, and recognition made her wonder if the real betrayal hadn't been Marcus casting her out, but Marcus claiming her in the first place. The Nightshade Pack's medical den smelled of sage and wolf, so different from Moonfall's sterile facility. Ancient herbs hung from rough-hewn beams, moonlight filtering through crude skylights. It should have terrified Arya, but all she could focus on was crushing pain. 3 weeks early, severe preeclampsia, and breech positioning. Dr. Nora Bennett's hands were steady as she examined Arya, but worry filled her green eyes. How long since the bond breaking? 2 hours, Arya gasped. Maybe 3. Nora's breath hissed. Impossible. A severed mate bond during late pregnancy. You should be dying. She's not dying. Liam's voice could have shattered stone. Medical facts don't care about alpha commands. Nora stopped mid-sentence, hands stilling on Arya's belly. By the old gods. What? Liam leaned forward. The pup has power. Ancient power. It's keeping her alive, but... She met Arya's terrified gaze. Your body can't contain this much raw energy. Another contraction hit. The crude bulbs overhead exploded in sparks. Stone walls groaned. Every wolf except Liam dropped to their bellies with whimpers of submission. Everyone out, Liam roared. The den emptied in seconds, leaving only Liam, Nora, and Arya in flickering darkness. I can't, Arya sobbed. It hurts. I know, Luna. His hand found hers. Don't call me that. I'm nothing. Wolfless. Even my own mate didn't. Look at me. When their eyes met, his were glowing silver white. Marcus Thorne is a fool. Any wolf who could throw you away deserves the slow death I'll give him. You don't know me, she whispered. Then tell me. He pressed her hand over his heart. Tell me who you are. Despite everything, Arya found herself almost laughing. You're insane. Probably. His smile transformed harsh features into something beautiful. Tell me anyway. So between contractions, she did. About growing up wolfless in a pack that valued only strength. About Marcus choosing her for her rare Omega fertility. About Elena's friendship that had been lies. She knew, Arya gasped. Elena knew Marcus found his destined partner weeks ago. Helped him hide it. She broke off, crying out as her body demanded she push. Not yet, Nora commanded. The pup is still breech. I have to. Thunder shook the mountain. Outside, wolves howled in fear. The air vibrated with power. The prophecy, Nora, breathed. When moon bleeds silver and shadow births light, the broken shall rise. It's her. What prophecy? Arya panted. But there was no time. Her body was taking over. She felt something tear, felt hot blood soaking the furs. She's hemorrhaging. Nora's calm shattered. Alpha. Do it, Liam said. Nora's hands began glowing with green healing light. But Liam did something else, bit his own wrist deep, and pressed it to Arya's lips. Drink, he commanded. Alpha blood is forbidden, Marcus said. Marcus lied. His eyes blazed. It won't hurt you. Trust me. She shouldn't. But in those silver eyes, she saw truth. Arya drank. Power flooded through her, not crushing dominance but pure strength. The pain became bearable, controllable. Now! Nora shouted. Push! With a final scream that shattered every remaining window, Arya brought her child into the world. Silence. Then a strong, clear cry filled the air. A girl, Nora whispered, tears on her face. Perfect and healthy. She placed the baby on Arya's chest. and the world stopped. Her daughter was beautiful, tiny, pink, screaming fury at the cold. But her eyes, which should have been newborn blue, were silver, exactly like Liam's. "That's impossible," Arya breathed. "She's Marcus's." "No," Liam said quietly. "She's not." "The summit," he continued at her shocked stare. "9 months ago, you were crying in the garden. Marcus had hit you. I found you, held you while you cried. Sometimes when fated ones meet, when one is in great need." He looked at their daughter. The moon herself intervenes. "Destined partners?" Her voice broke. "But Marcus was a lie. He knew you were mine the moment he scented you. That's why he claimed you so quickly before I could challenge." The baby made a soft coo, then did something impossible. She vanished. "Where is she?" Arya screamed, clutching empty air. A giggle from above. The infant floated near the ceiling, surrounded by silver glow, making happy sounds as she drifted. "A moonwalker," Liam breathed in awe. "The first in centuries." He stood slowly, reaching up. "Come here, little star." The baby laughed, floating just out of reach until she flickered, reappearing in his arms, cooing contentedly. "She responds to you," Arya whispered. "She's ours." His voice was thick with emotion as he returned the baby to Arya's arms. The moon's blessing. A howl cut through urgent warning. "Moonfall wolves at the border," someone called. "War party demanding their Luna and stolen pup." "Marcus." Arya's blood went cold. "He's not getting either of you." Death filled Liam's voice. Another wolf rushed in, wounded. Elena Winters is with them, claiming the Omega stole her position through witchcraft. "She's lying." "Peace." Liam's hand was gentle but firm. "Don't fight him, please. He's dangerous, and Elena's a trained witch." "There won't be bloodshed," he said. "Not mine." Marcus's magically amplified voice boomed. "Liam Ward, I challenge you. For the stolen Omega. Single combat." "He can't," Arya started. "Ancient law allows it," Nora said grimly. "The bond breaking wasn't completed, you never spoke severance back." Liam's response echoed, "I accept." Through the window, Arya watched them enter the ritual circle. She could already tell something was wrong with Liam's movements. "Poison," Nora hissed. Elena coated Marcus's claws with wolfsbane. Arya watched in horror as Marcus landed a black-veined blow across Liam's chest. Luna's cries crescendoed, and suddenly Arya stood elsewhere. Before her was a woman of impossible beauty, with moonbeam hair and eternal eyes. "Moon goddess," Arya breathed. "My daughter's daughter. The child you bore bridges what was and will be. But first, choose release the wolf that sleeps within, suppressed by those who feared your strength." "I'm wolfless," the goddess smiled sadly. "You were merely sleeping. Wake up." Reality crashed back. Liam had fallen to one knee, Marcus's claws at his throat. A howl split the night from the medical den. Everyone turned to see a massive, pure white wolf emerging, with golden eyes and a glowing crescent moon marking. Power radiated in waves. Arya had finally awakened. The ritual circle fell silent as the white wolf stalked forward, each step leaving frost spirals on the ground. The air shimmered with power that made warriors whimper. "Impossible," Elena gasped. "She's wolfless." "You confirmed what you wanted," the white wolf spoke, voice both human and ancient. "You suppressed me with wolfsbane tea every morning for 3 years." Marcus released Liam, facing this new threat with a pale face. "Arya?" "Arya died on the bleeding stones. I am what remains. What you feared. You're mine. Submit." The command washed over her like rain on stone. She laughed, neither human nor wolf, but older. "I am no one's." Marcus lunged with poisoned claws. She moved like lightning, catching his throat in her jaws, holding him suspended. "Wait!" Elena rushed forward with glowing hands. "Kill him and 60 wolves go mad from severance, including your daughter." Through peripheral vision, she saw Liam struggling to rise, black veins spreading. "A trade," Elena said quickly, pulling out a silvery vial. "His life for the antidote." The white wolf held Marcus another heartbeat, then dropped him. "The antidote," she growled. Elena threw the vial high, already cracking from a spell. "Fetch, dog!" The white wolf leaped, catching it, but Marcus's claws raked her flank while Elena's magic slammed her down. Then came crystal chiming. Luna materialized in the circle's center, floating and glowing with silver fire, her eyes ancient as stars. "Mine," the baby said, her first word carrying mountain weight. "Papa mine." The ground cracked. Every wolf dropped in submission to something older than alpha dominance. "Bad," Luna declared at Marcus. "Bad wolf hurt Papa." Marcus froze mid-step, locked by invisible force, then began spinning slowly in the air like a toy. Elena's magic fizzled against the baby's power. "She's an infant." "Can?" Luna said firmly, then looked at her mother. "Mama?" The magical chains shattered. The white wolf shifted back Arya, but changed, with snow-white hair, golden eyes, and a glowing crescent mark. "I don't know how." "Feel," Luna instructed. "Love. Push bad away." Arya poured everything into her touch, gratitude, wonder, growing feelings. Luna giggled, adding innocent adoration. Rose gold light erupted, dissolving the black veins. Liam gasped awake with clear silver eyes. "You're beautiful," he breathed. "My Luna." Marcus crashed down as Luna yawned, exhausted. "This isn't over," Marcus snarled. "Actually, it is." A white-robed figure approached Keeper Aldrich. "Your marriage bond was forged. The consent runes manipulated. It never legally existed." "Impossible." The old magic remembers truth. He turned to Arya. "You were never his." Marcus's own beta stepped forward. "I invoke. Challenge rights. You've led us to dishonor." More Moonfall wolves placed themselves between Marcus and Nightshade wolves. "We stand with Beta James." "You did this." Marcus pointed at Arya. "No," she said quietly. "You did when you chose cruelty over love." 3 days had passed since the challenge circle's upheaval. Arya stood at the window watching sunset over Nightshade territory. Luna slept peacefully, occasionally flickering translucent in dreams. The door opened softly, Liam, bringing pine and storm scent. 37 Moonfall wolves requested sanctuary, he said carefully. "James is rebuilding fairly." Marcus and Elena vanished. "I should go," Arya said suddenly. "What?" She turned, wrapping her arms around herself. "Luna and I should find neutral territory." "You're leaving." His voice was flat, but his eyes were devastated. "I'm not yours, Liam. Everyone says destined partners, but you were my enemy, the Shadow Alpha. I can't survive betrayal again. I'm not Marcus. You're worse. He was simply cruel. You're kind, gentle, you make me feel—" She pressed palms to her eyes. "I can't fall for another Alpha's lies." "Then don't fall for lies." His voice roughened. "Fall for truth." He handed her a worn leather journal. "Read it, then decide." The entries went back 3 years, documenting every glimpse of her, every rage at her injuries, every hope. The final entry from the night she was cast out. "The storms are wrong. She needs me. Please, Moon Mother, let me save her." Arya's tears hadn't stopped when Nora entered with a grave expression. "Luna's power is growing too fast. Without a paternal bond anchor, she could burn out within days." Before Arya could respond, shouting erupted. Liam burst in. "They're coming. Marcus, Elena, and the Savage Pack mercenaries. 200 wolves." "Luna's feverish, she needs anchoring," Nora said. Luna stirred, eyes swirling aurora colors. "Bad wolves coming." "The East Pass," Arya said suddenly. "We can trap. Them I'll be bait." As they ran toward battle, Luna's voice carried impossibly. "Mama! Papa! Come back!" The Savage Pack's war cries echoed through the valley. Arya crouched in white wolf form beside Liam's black, watching 200 mercenaries surge forward with Marcus and Elena leading. "Arya Collins, bring me my daughter." Marcus's amplified voice rang out. Rage burned through Arya. She stood, shifting to human form in full view, white hair whipping, crescent mark glowing. "Want my daughter? Come take her." Half the Savage Pack surged into the East Pass as planned, but Elena stayed back, chanting with glowing hands. The ground exploded, massive vines dragging Nightshade wolves from ambush positions. "She knew!" Liam roared. "Retreat!" Too late. They were surrounded. Elena shattered a vial, releasing corrupted silver fire. Every wolf it touched screamed. Then came Luna's amplified cry. "They're coming for the child, not you," Elena revealed, holding Luna with crackling dark. "Magic." "No!" Arya's roar shook the mountain. Marcus intercepted her, slamming her down. Elena began chanting, Luna's silver power darkening at the edges. Arya reached past wolf, past human, to something else, the moon's daughter. True moonlight exploded from her, throwing Marcus back, dissolving shadow wolves. But the effort was killing her, life force pouring out. "Mama!" Luna commanded, no longer infant but ageless and angry. "You hurt Mama." "Hurt Papa." She reached through Elena's chest, pulling out sickly green light. "This doesn't belong. You stole it." Elena aged decades in seconds as the dark magic turned inward, collapsing ancient and powerless. Luna turned to Marcus. "Moon Mother is angry." She touched him, unraveling his corrupted form like a knot. When finished, Marcus stood stripped of all alpha power. "Nobody now," Luna told him. "See how it feels." Luna shrank back to baby size, wobbling. "Mama?" Liam caught her, but Arya lay still, white fur barely moving. "Please don't. Leave us," he begged. Luna placed her tiny hand over Arya's heart. "Mama needs family," the ancient keeper understood. "Pack healing, pour your love into her." Wolves began howling, not mourning but welcome, acceptance, love. Even defeated Moonfall wolves joined. "Choose us back," Liam whispered through tears. Luna pressed small hands to her mother's chest with warm, soft light, simple daughter's love. Arya gasped, golden eyes opening. "Did we win?" Liam laughed through tears. "Everything." As they held each other, surrounded by united packs, the keeper spoke. Prophecy fulfilled. Love conquered fear. Choice defeated destiny. Moon Peak Summit had been chosen for neutrality, sacred ground where the seven-pack alliance would be formalized, with Arya as Moon's voice, mediator for all wolves. "Stop fidgeting," she told Liam, adjusting his ceremonial cloak. "Papa nervous?" Luna observed from his shoulders, walking and talking like a 2-year-old, though only a year old. "Every day. With you two is big," Liam said, pulling Arya close. "But formally adopting Marcus's abandoned wolves is significant." "Uncle James." Luna reached for the new Moonfall Alpha approaching. "Careful," Arya warned. "She phases through walls now." "You survived," James said seriously to Arya. "Showed us what true Luna means." Horn sounded. The ancient keeper raised her staff before hundreds of assembled wolves. "We witness unity through choice." The white wolf and her mate showed us strength through compassion. She turned to Arya. "Do you accept the role of Moon's voice?" "I do." "Do you, Liam Ward, stand beside her?" "Always." "And Luna, promise no more wall phasing without permission?" Luna giggled. "Maybe." The crowd laughed warmly. "I declare the seven-pack alliance formed." Cheers erupted. Arya felt connections spreading to every wolf, not controlling but connecting. Family. "How's it feel being the most powerful Luna in history?" Liam nuzzled her neck. "Like home." As they walked toward celebration, Arya marveled at the change. A year ago, dying abandoned. Now loved, valued, essential. "No regrets?" Liam asked. She looked at him, her mate. Her choice then at Luna, charming treats from pack members. "None. This is where we're meant to be." "Because of prophecy?" "No." She kissed him. "Because we chose it." Above, the moon blessed the family that rewrote destiny with revolutionary love. In the distance, hundreds of wolves howled in harmony, celebrating unity, hope, and their shared future. The broken Luna had risen, but the real story of choice, love, and created family had just begun. Thank you for reading. This story celebrates choice over destiny, strength in vulnerability, and the families we create. May you always choose love, even when difficult, and find your own pack.